Nampak tak? Ada kucing kat situ. You guys know when sometimes bila orang reply to your story, you can see one of like the old story that they replied to, and there was one person they replied to my story, but the previous story that they replied was like last year. It was a story with my ex-wife, and I tengok balik lah that story just because I'm still sad about it, but yeah, it makes me like very somber. Tapi I don't feel macam devastated when I look back at that story. And it's kind of sad that I'm not as sad as I was. I mean, it's an improvement, sure, but I guess this is what really moving on feels like. One day I will forget her for real, or rather macam I will have no emotional charge for the betrayal anymore one day. And detaching feels kind of weird. Like just a few months ago I can't think straight. A few weeks ago I was fucking depressed. And I'm just like, now I'm starting to move on without her. And I'm not sad because I miss her. I'm sad for the future that we lost, for what we could have been if both of us communicated better. And this includes me, because I don't think I was the best person when I was in that relationship. Will I ever find someone like that again? Probably. But then, even if I do, I don't think I'm gonna be as invested as I was into her, because now I'm a different person. I'm more guarded. I'm more protective of my energy. Maybe that would lead to better communication, I guess. But I don't have the same innocence, like that pure love, unconditional love that I used to have. Every love that comes after this has to be conditional. It's necessary, it still sucks. And I think this is like where religion comes into the equation, where life is so intricate, culture is so intricate, human and feelings is so intricate that it's almost impossible for one person to understand everything in just one lifetime. So religion or culture whether you believe it's a divine divine decree or divine creed, whether you believe it's a social construct, it is like the culmination of wisdom that has been accumulated through generations. So it's like it knows what it takes for people to live a meaningful and happy life. But to understand that it takes so much effort and reflection, retrospection, thinking. So most people, they're not gonna reach that level of understanding that tradition or religion provides. I personally believe that religion is divine creed, directly sent down for us from God. So religion for me is like it's just divine wisdom, so I don't feel the need to understand it for myself, for me to follow, because I know it's smarter than me. Yeah, I feel the modern society, I think we live in a godless society, whether or not the people we claim to believe in God or not. Our society does not really reflect that. So, but maybe I feel like human history is cyclical. I feel like it's always been like a cycle between people who are loyal to God or to rules, and then people we become, what did they call it? Not prejudice. We become boastful. No, forgot the word lah. People gain power, people achieve new heights, or rather culture achieve new heights, and then we think that we're smarter than God, and then society as a whole collapses, and then what's left of society is just the people who stuck to religion or tradition, but they now live in a more advanced society, because the baseline has been improved, or rather the baseline have been brought forward, the baseline has been upgraded, so they live in a new world, but they're the one who prevail, because traditional values and religion keeps humanity intact, so to say. Where am I going with this? I don't even know. But yeah, it's weird. It's kind of bittersweet, because I do miss those days where I believed in unconditional love. And I guess the only unconditional love that you can give is to yourself. Even in religion, love, at least for other people, is never conditional. Like, husbands have duties that they have to fulfill for their spouse. Same goes for wives. They have duties for their husbands. Parents have duties for their children. Children have their duties for their parents. You have duties as a society. You have duties as a leader. That's what it takes for a society to function at all. We live in an individualistic society, so all those values kind of break down, and with that, society breaks down, family units break down, and when everything breaks down, the only thing that prevails is the people who stuck to traditions and religion, because that's the only thing that works more than one generation, that doesn't end in one generation. I feel like I have so many things in my mind, but at the same time, I have nothing to say. So it's not that I have nothing to say. I don't know what word to put to it, because I don't know how it feels. I can't pinpoint how it feels. It just feels kind of empty. But at the same time, I'm not depressed. This is very new to me. And I hope this newness brings more meaning to my personal life. Or rather, like, it gives me more satisfaction. Yeah.